Today we're going to go over some strategies for taking down Sha'Halah, Guardian of Narud, on Veteran difficulty. There are two phases to this boss fight, with things escalating in the final quarter, but it's quite manageable with some well-timed rolls. So let's get started. Sha'Halah's first attack will always be this triple horizontal hand attack. I found focusing on the top left hand was the key to timing the roll. Once this hand in the top left starts moving, you should roll through, and you can pass the bottom laser. Wait about half a second and roll again to pass the second beam. In my run, this purple ball attack was next. Try and position yourself in the center of the area and far away from the boss. Wait until the balls get a little bit closer to you, and then start running either left or right around the area, sticking to the outskirts. You should be able to outrun this attack, but if it gets close you can dodge away from them as well. If you see the hands out in front of the boss on the same level as your character, then a vertical laser attack is incoming. In this case, we had top hands shooting ice bolts as well. There's no need to dodge through the lasers, so stick to your lane and dodge through the ice bolt. There should be enough time between all the boss's attacks to get damage on its orb weak spot, so don't stress about trying to get damage in while you're avoiding incoming attacks. This next attack, with the single laser sweeping across the floor, can be accompanied by purple balls or ice attacks. I find rolling through the laser and continuing the run is the best way to avoid this one. If you get the ice attack with it, you can roll through the ice as well. Roll through the laser again as it sweeps from right to left. Next up is the vertical laser attack with purple balls. I mistimed my roll here, but you should be able to pass through without taking damage if you are close enough to the beam. That should be it for possible phase 1 attacks, so at half health the boss will begin its second phase. This phase adds a few extra attacks, but nothing terribly difficult to get through. Sha'Halah will always start with a roll tail attack. Dodge this one and the hand lasers to the left or right and get ready for the follow-up attack. Be careful as there could be some late ice chunks coming in from above. One of the new moves introduced in this phase is a vortex black hole thing that sucks the player in. Run to the opposite side and roll through any ice attacks that get close. You don't need to roll back through the thick laser, just stay in the far opposite corner and concentrate on damaging the boss. The attack will stop just before it hits the edge of the arena. The middle vortex attack sucks the player in and shoots ice. It is slow, so just sidestep the ice and land some shots between attacks. At about 10 or 15% health left, the boss does a twin laser attack that gave me Dragon Lord Placidusax vibes, but thankfully these lasers aren't as hard to dodge. I found staying dead center and as far back away from the boss was the best place to stand. In fact, if you're right up against the wall, I don't think the lasers even reach. This is probably not intentional, but it made avoiding them a lot easier. A bit more damage and you'll be rewarded with a Void Cinder. Take this back to Ava to craft the Aphelion locker. If you're struggling to get your timing down with the dodges, I highly recommend investing some trait points into fitness to increase your evade distance. I was at level 7 for this fight, but will likely use more points to max it out in the future. There is a ring called Ring of Diversion, which increases your invulnerability window while evading, which is great as well. Anyway, hope this helps and thank you for watching.